What's up, guys? This is Ray J back with another video. And in this, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the broader markets. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. So, looking at Tesla, we have a nice looking inverse head and shoulders like pattern. I want to see if we could break past 450 now to remain more bullish. Although we had a head and shoulders right over here, we were looking for a potential left shoulder ahead and then maybe a right shoulder to form as Tesla was pushing. I said to watch and see how we end up reacting here. If we got that rejection, this would pan out. But if we broke above 440, we would turn more bullish, right? And what happened was instead of getting a rejection, Tesla's broken 440. And now we're looking for a different setup. Instead, this looks like a larger inverse head and shoulders if Tesla maintains this level. So the next resistance is going to be the previous highs we saw right here at this 450 area. If that breaks, we're going to easily be pushing back up towards 454 or above. So there is more upside potential in Tesla stock if we continue to hold above these key levels. If we end up losing 435, though, we could obviously turn right back down in case we lose support. But for now, because we're bouncing, there is more upside potential for the 450s or above, and there's a good chance we do try to bounce. Now, keep in mind when it comes to other factors, tomorrow before the stock market opens, we have CPI data coming out, which is going to be very important. If the data is decent, this could also help the market bounce more. But if we get a hot CPI, this could also cause a rug pull. So we'll see what the numbers end up looking like. As of right now, from a technical standpoint, as long as Tesla's above 440, we're back to bullish, favoring more upside. When it comes to SPY, we're also looking more bullish, forming this double bottom. But I want to see if we could take out 674 to break out higher. If we end up losing 667, we're looking for a big dump right back down. But overall, we're making a higher low, and we're likely going to continue to push for 674. So for now, we look a bit more bullish. Now that SPY is holding above 670. But for confirmation of a big breakout, we need to see what happens after CPI. Same thing with the QQQ. If we're bullish, you want to see us break past 613 to continue to push. If we reject and end up losing 605, we could be dumping right back down. For now, we do look more bullish. For the IWM, we're in this pennant. We're going to see if we break up or down from this. So far, it's favoring upside a little bit more for a move closer to 250. So we'll see if that ends up being the case. ES is also back at 67.80. This is where we rejected last time. So will we break it this time and push for all-time highs? Or do we reject here? It really could go either way. So be careful. We're going to see if this head and shoulders like pattern pans out or not, or if we're about to get some kind of rejection. For now, we look a bit more bullish, but we'll see depending on CPI. You never know what's going to happen. Same thing with NQ. We also have a double top leg pattern. Can we break 25,400 or do we get a big rejection? For now, we look a bit more bullish, so we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin's looking more bullish. I want to see if 109,000 holds. If it does, we're looking for 113,000 next. For Nvda, we're also range bound right here. We have to break 183 to break out higher, but if we lose 178, we're turning back down. Hopefully, we try to push a little bit higher. For Aapl is trying to make higher lows right here. Now, if we lose 255, we could be dumping a lot more, but as of right now, we're holding above it. So we're favoring 262.5 all over again. Now, AMD was bouncing. We're still consolidating at 233. We haven't really gotten a break yet. We need to hold above this and really break out to push for like 240. But if we reject off 233, we could return to 225. So you want to be very careful as we're range bound. Coinbase also has a double bottom trying to bounce back up to 332. On Amazon, we're trying to bounce for 222. Looks a bit more bullish. Meta pumped and dumped. We're going to see if 733 holds. If not, 729 is next. Google's favoring upside a bit more for 256. And Microsoft is also bouncing for 524. So for now, the VIX has been dipping. And as the VIX dips, the market's pushing more. However, be careful because the last time the VIX was closer to like the 16th, we saw a monstrous bounce. Are we about to dip a bit more in the VIX and then bounce? Or is the market going to continue to rally? We'll see about that. We do look a bit more bullish for now, but I would be very careful because it also depends on the CPI report, and we can't make promises about this. So, with that being said, I want to give you guys a warning about this. Be careful if you're holding anything overnight. Although Tesla's now back to bullish with an inverse head and shoulders, you never know what's going to happen once again with how the charts are developing. And there are new setups that happen. Certain setups can be invalidated at any given moment, just like how we had a head and shoulders like pattern. That looks like it's been invalidated. So, if we break these highs up here, we may continue to push on Tesla from a technical basis, but it also depends depends on CPI. So keep that in mind, guys. Be ready for tomorrow as we have big data coming out. And if you're holding anything overnight, just know there are some risks involved. Anyways, thank you all so much for listening, and peace out.